In a moment, I'm going to tell you about a hair growth secret so revolutionary that it has stunned researchers around the world, so exciting that it has sparked demand across the country, and so effective that it's guaranteed for life. Men who had all but given up hope are now standing tall and confident with a rich, flowing head of hair where once there was a thinning scalp, and some of these men are seeing results starting in just 3 weeks. What's causing this incredible growth of thick, full, flowing hair that looks and feels amazing to you and to her? Research says this breakthrough secret actually gets at the root of hair loss problems like nothing else. It works deep down to nourish the cells inside your scalp, body, and hair follicles. It actually helps block the biological forces in your body that cause thinning and baldness. It helps unlock your body's own ability to regrow new, rich, thick, healthy hair. It does all of this safely, easily, and powerfully without smelly creams, messy shampoos, or painful operations. Plus, it starts working right away. Some see results in as little as 3 weeks. And it is very affordable. No hair club to join. Just imagine looking in the mirror and seeing a new you. A you that looks the way you were meant to look. A you that is no longer self-conscious or embarrassed. A more confident, more self-assured, bolder you. A you that attracts appreciative looks from your wife, your girlfriend, or that certain someone. And most importantly, a you that looks in the mirror and loves what you see. That's the experience that this secret is bringing to men everywhere. But here's the real kicker. This revolutionary hair growth secret is not really so new at all. In fact, we now know it was used by Geronimo and other Native Americans for hundreds of years. In the 18th and 19th centuries, Native Americans like Geronimo were known for maintaining a full, flowing head of hair even into old age. They believed long, thick hair was a sign of manliness and courage, not so different from how people think today. And they rarely went bald. Now, thanks to modern science, we know that this was no genetic accident. For centuries, Native Americans were using a miraculous hair growth and hair maintenance secret that we are just now beginning to understand. That's the secret I'll share with you in just a moment. My name is Becky Jansen. I'm the Chief Research Director from North Star Nutritionals, and I'm so excited to tell you the story of this amazing breakthrough. So many people have already written to tell us how this very secret has changed their lives. Alex B. of Pikeville, Kentucky wrote, "I have a fuller head of hair and have noticed that my receding hairline is filling in. Brown hair is also returning in place of gray. It's definitely made me more confident in the way that I look." And people like Leo S. of Hampton, Virginia, who wrote, "I noticed a difference in about 3 or 4 weeks, and I feel more confident than I have in a long time." Those guys were tired of the thinning hair, the bald jokes, the looks in other people's eyes, and the products that didn't help. They found new help and new hope and new hair with this Native American secret that we're calling Geronimo's legacy. And now their story can be your story. Just imagine your excitement when you see your hair filling in where there was none before. You look in the mirror and see a much younger looking you. Your wife looks at you and that twinkle is back in her eyes. You might even notice gray hair turning back to its original color like Alex did. Friends, coworkers, even women you meet look at you differently and treat you differently. Instead of sympathy, you see respect and admiration in their eyes. And most importantly, you feel really good about the way you look, proud, confident, manly, and people pick up on that. And to think, it's all because of Geronimo's legacy. Why Geronimo? Back in the day, Geronimo was famed for his strength, bravery, and wisdom. Apache people stood in awe of his powers. Even today, the word Geronimo still symbolizes a bold, daring spirit. It's a word you might yell parachuting out of an airplane or jumping off the high dive. But Geronimo was also known for having a full, flowing head of hair even into his 70s, when he rode horseback with Teddy Roosevelt in the presidential inaugural parade of 1905. And Geronimo wasn't the only one. Native American braves took great pride in having long, thick, lustrous hair. Some say they believed hair had a mystical, spiritual significance. Some say that was because it was connected to the head and thus an extension of the brain and nervous system. Some say it gave the braves an extrasensory sixth sense. To them, long, thick hair represented a man's strength and courage. A brave with flowing hair was worthy of extra respect. So naturally, they took good care of their hair. And it wasn't unusual for them to maintain a full head of hair even into old age, without the advantages of modern treatments. How did they do it? What was their secret? Actually, we now know they had 2 secrets. The first secret was a very special fruit called Serenoa repens, which comes from a small palm-like plant that grows throughout the southeastern United States. Serenoa repens was widely consumed by Native Americans for hundreds of years. They used it for all kinds of medicinal purposes. And they may not have known it, but it just so happens that Serenoa repens also contains a unique, one-of-a-kind compound that can help slam the brakes on the biological forces in your body that cause baldness. It's true. Without realizing it, Native Americans had stumbled onto a very special ingredient that gets to the root cause of thinning hair and baldness. And that root cause, believe it or not, has to do with the dark side of testosterone. But wait, testosterone is a good thing, right? It's what makes a man a man. Yes, but it's also true that testosterone is the main cause of hair loss. Here's why. Your body contains an enzyme called 5-alpha reductase. And as you age, 5-alpha reductase turns your testosterone into a more potent, powerful form of testosterone. The technical term for this is dihydrotestosterone, or DHT for short. DHT is like super testosterone. In fact, it's as much as 5 times more powerful than regular testosterone. So that's still a good thing, right? Not for your hair. As you get older, DHT begins to spread across your scalp, and your hair follicles begin committing hairy carry. It's true. DHT withers and shrinks your hair follicles until they stop producing hair. Eventually, they just give up and die. The more DHT spreads, the more your hair follicles wither and die until your hair loss becomes noticeable. If this process is not stopped, you end up scalped by DHT. In fact, 95% of baldness may be caused by DHT. Why does DHT do this to your hair follicles? Well, we're not entirely sure yet. More research is needed. But thanks to modern science, here's what we do know. Serenoa repens, the same plant consumed by Native Americans for hundreds of years, contains unique ingredients that actually help block DHT. It's true, Serenoa repens shields your scalp from the balding effects of DHT so that you are follically challenged no more. When you take this Native American secret, you don't have to give up any of your manliness. You'll still have the testosterone that boosts your swagger and sexiness and makes you a man's man, an alpha male. But now you could also have the full, rich head of hair to go with it. You can claim the bold, confident, sexy, manly you that is your birthright. And believe me, this is no fairy tale. We're not talking about some snake oil solution. In a moment, I'll give you some of the well-documented research that backs this up. But before I do, I want to address a question I'm sure is in your mind. How is a baldness blocker going to help me if I'm already nearly bald? Good question. And it brings us to the second Native American secret, a powerful herb that goes beyond blocking baldness to actually feeding and stimulating your follicle roots with a rich blend that helps you regrow new hair. It's called stinging nettle, and it grows wild in great abundance all over the Americas. For centuries, Native Americans used stinging nettle in a variety of ways. They made tea with it, they ate it like spinach, they infused it with oils to massage it into their hair. And that was a good thing, because it just so happens that stinging nettle may have a unique ability to unlock your body's power to grow healthy new hair. It's true, stinging nettle has off-the-charts levels of hair-building, hair-strengthening components. It's chock full of amino acids that help build proteins like keratin, essential for growing strong, healthy hair. It's loaded with vitamins B, C, and K, as well as iron, all the best nutrients for hair health and growth. So again, we discover that the rich, thick, healthy hair that you see in old pictures of Native Americans like Geronimo was no accident. When you put these two powerhouse ingredients together, Serenoa repens, the world-class baldness blocker that helps stop DHT from killing off your hair follicles, plus stinging nettle with its ability to unlock healthy, new hair growth, feeding and nurturing your roots and hair follicles, you've got the most powerful, natural, two-step hair restoration secret that's ever come along. And now you can get both of these secrets together. We call it RestoreFX. RestoreFX can help you make the transition from thinning patch to thick thatch starting in as little as 3 weeks. Before you know it, you could be looking in the mirror and seeing a full, thicker, manly head of hair that makes you feel like $1,000,000. No more holding back, no more hiding. You'll feel like a young Native American brave riding tall in the saddle. Just think how you'll feel when you shower and shampoo and run your fingers through your thick hair. And think how you'll feel when she runs her fingers through your hair. And with the boost to your looks, your self-respect, and your confidence, who knows what might happen? A boost to your career? A boost to your relationships? A boost to your sex life? Just ask Sam C. of Denver, Colorado, who wrote, "People have asked me what I'm doing to make my hair thicken. It's stronger and thicker. I finally have beautiful, thickening hair again." Or ask Dan G. of Albany, New York, who wrote, "The results are amazing. My hair is growing again. Thanks for such an amazing product." And Claire S. of Independence, Montana summed up the sentiments of so many when she wrote, "RestoreFX works. Thank you." In just a moment, I'll tell you how you can try RestoreFX and prove it to yourself without risking a penny. But first, I've got to tell you the rest of the story. Our discovery of the 2 Native American secrets was just the beginning. When we realized the power of Sarah Noah Rapin's plus stinging nettle, we thought, this is it. This is the hair growth breakthrough men everywhere are looking for. But our researchers said, wait a minute, we're onto something here. We've gained new knowledge about what it takes to block the process of balding and unlock the body's ability to regrow hair. Now we can use this knowledge to make the formula even stronger. And that's exactly what they did. After extensive study, our researchers found ways to further support and enhance the power of RestoreFX many times over by adding a dream team of hair-building superstars. We blended in 11 more super nutrients to create a revolutionary hair recovery formula that would make even Geronimo say Geronimo. Every one of these super nutrients is proven in its own right. But when you put them together in just the right proportions, supporting and enhancing our 2 Native American secrets, then you've got a powerhouse product that takes hair restoration to a whole new level. So give me one more minute to tell you how this all works. Remember, if you want to regrow hair, you've got to do 2 things. You have to block the balding process by blocking DHT and its devastating withering effects on your hair follicles. And you have to unlock your body's ability to grow new hair. Block and unlock, that's the 2-step process we've learned from the 2 Native American secrets. And all the ingredients I'm going to tell you about help to accomplish these 2 things in spades. As I describe these ingredients, notice how each one builds on the next, enhancing overall hair restoration like nothing else on the planet. And imagine all these super nutrients working together to help block baldness and unlock your body's ability to grow new hair. We start with phase 1, blocking the balding process by blocking DHT. Number 1, Sarah Noah Rapin's, the first Native American secret. I've already told you about this one, the unique ingredient that blocks DHT from withering your hair follicles. But this is supported by baldness blocker number 2, Cubricol, beta-sitosterol, a success rate of 60%. Cubricol is another very special super nutrient found in nature. It's in soybeans, avocados, nuts, and elsewhere. And Cubricol also has an uncanny ability to help prevent your body from turning testosterone into hair-withering DHT. This is huge. Remember, more than 95% of hair loss may be caused by DHT. So, no DHT, no hair loss. It's that simple. And numerous scientific studies bear this out. For example, one study included 26 men ages 23 to 64. They were all losing hair because of DHT. For an average of 5 months, half the men were given Cubricol, the other half were given a placebo. The results were beyond eye-popping. 6 out of 10 men who took Cubricol stopped losing hair. That's a success rate of 60%. And that's not all. Cubricol also helped improve hair at a rate 5 times better than the other men in the study. So this makes Cubricol a perfect complement to Sarah Noah Rapin's. The 2 ingredients work in tandem to block DHT like never before. But our researchers discovered 2 more baldness blockers, and we decided to include them as well. Baldness blocker number 3, Pygeum, the African secret. This bark extract from the African cherry tree has been used since at least the 1700s by African tribes to relieve discomfort. And in vitro studies have shown that Pygeum also can help prevent testosterone from turning into hair-damaging DHT. So we've included it in RestoreFX. And that's not all. Baldness blocker number 4, Camellia sinensis, used for over 4,000 years. According to legend, this incredible compound is derived from an exotic plant in East Asia that's been in use since 2737 BC during the reign of Emperor Shennong. And now scientists have determined that Camellia sinensis yields a powerful extract that helps stop DHT from withering and shrinking hair cells. Now, when you put them all together, these 4 unique ingredients provide the most powerful baldness blockers in nature, and they're all in RestoreFX. Just think what this can mean. Instead of bald jokes, you'll attract come-hither looks. You'll put an end to the destructive effects of DHT on your scalp. You'll begin regrowing new hair to fill in bald spots, and you'll start enjoying your new life as a bold, confident, sexy alpha male. And once and for all, you'll put behind you any worries about your hair thinning out. But remember, that is only phase 1. Now we turn to phase 2, unlocking your body's ability to regrow hair naturally. The 9 super nutrients I'm going to tell you about have all been shown to reinforce and enhance your body's ability to regrow hair. We're talking about hair that fills in the bald spots that are already spreading, hair that looks and feels rich, thick, young, and healthy, hair that restores your confidence in your appearance. But as I describe these 9 nutrients, please note, each nutrient makes a different, unique contribution to helping you regrow your hair. And it starts, of course, with hair growth unlocker number 1, stinging nettle, the second Native American secret. As you already know, this was used for hundreds of years by Native Americans, and it kept their hair thick and robust. And then we supplemented this with hair growth unlocker number 2, coenzyme R, biotin, the keratin producer. Experts consider coenzyme R to be one of the most important building blocks of healthy hair. It's absolutely essential for hair follicle formation, and here's why. Healthy hair requires lots of protein, but not just any protein. The protein that hair needs is a very unique form of protein called keratin. As you get older, your body's ability to produce keratin declines, so your hair begins to thin. That's why you need coenzyme R. According to Harvard University, coenzyme R breaks down the food you eat and turns it into precisely what your body needs to produce keratin again. In other words, as you take coenzyme R, it takes everything you might eat, like hamburgers, steaks, pizza, and uses that food to produce more keratin and help you regrow thick, robust hair. But there's more. Hair growth unlocker number 3, zinc, the hair strengthener. Zinc is a powerful mineral that strengthens hair and is known to be crucial to hair health and hair growth. Hair growth unlocker number 4, copper, the age fighter. Copper helps slow the aging process in your body and in your hair follicles, helping to keep you young and robust. Hair growth unlocker number 5, sulfur, the flexible bond. Sulfur acts as a flexible bond in connecting hair cells. It also helps keep outer hair smooth and lustrous. RestoreFX actually includes 3 different nutrients full of hair-boosting sulfur: DL-methionine, MSM, and L-cysteine. Hair growth unlocker number 6, Vitis vinifera, the hair protector. This extract from a Moroccan vine contains a special compound that binds to the keratin in hair to protect it from damaging environmental stresses. Hair growth unlocker number 7, diindolomethane, DIM, a feast for your hair. DIM is a key natural compound from vegetables, including broccoli, kale, and Brussels sprouts. It gives your body, including your hair follicles, a rich, healthy feast. Hair growth unlocker number 8, horsetail, increases blood flow to your scalp. Horsetail is a grass that thrived during the Paleozoic era, 400 million years ago, and was used as a medicine during ancient Roman times. Today, it's valued for its high silica content. Silica is one of the most important minerals for hair because it increases blood flow to the scalp, which brings rich nutrients to hair follicles. Result, healthier, more lustrous hair. Hair growth unlocker number 9, gamma-linolenic acid, GLA, the scalp fertilizer. This omega-6 essential fatty acid is almost impossible to get through normal diet, yet it's been known to keep your scalp fertile for healthy hair growth. There you have it, a one-of-a-kind revolutionary formula that represents a genuine scientific breakthrough in hair health and hair regrowth. It blends together 13 super nutrients, 4 baldness blockers plus 9 hair growth unlockers that go to work deep down in the cells of your scalp and your hair follicles. It blocks DHT, which may be the cause of 95% of baldness. It feeds your hair follicles with a nutrient-rich feast every day. And it does it all safely and easily with no smelly creams or messy shampoos and no expensive operations. You simply take 1 serving a day and it goes to work immediately, working from the inside out. This revolutionary secret has wowed our expert, and it's changing lives. In fact, many begin seeing results in as little as 3 weeks. In fact, it works so well that Emily H. of Metairie, Louisiana, says that now that she has found RestoreFX, she's no longer concerned about thinning hair. Con H. of Boca Raton, Florida, adds that it only took a few weeks for him to see results. And Alex B. says that after just 1 bottle of RestoreFX, he's got a fuller head of hair and his hairline is filling in. It's definitely made me more confident, he writes. Tony S. of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania agrees, saying he has thicker, stronger hair. And now, just imagine what RestoreFX can mean for you. It can mean hair restored. Starting in 3 weeks, you can begin seeing thick, new, healthy, robust hair growing where there wasn't before. Poise and confidence restored. Your renewed self-confidence will give you a sense of cool, calm self-assurance that others will notice and respect. Sexiness restored. Prepare yourself to begin receiving special looks from that special person in your life, your wife, girlfriend, or maybe that waitress. The real you restored. Cooler, more confident, bolder, more virile, more handsome, more sexy. Isn't this the you always knew you could be and should be? Now it's all within your grasp. Before you find any more hair on the shower floor, take steps now to reverse your hair loss. When a revolutionary hair breakthrough like this comes along, you owe it to yourself to at least give it a try. And that's why we're going to make this as easy as possible. We're not asking you to make a final decision right now. We're asking you to just try RestoreFX, take it for a test drive, then decide. We're so confident that you will love what you see in the mirror that we back RestoreFX up with an unprecedented 100% money-back lifetime guarantee. Yes, you read that right. You are protected for life. If you're not thrilled with the results from using RestoreFX, if looking in the mirror doesn't make you want to yell Geronimo, we'll give you your money back, period. But I do want you to at least try RestoreFX and see for yourself what others have already seen. Really, it's a no-brainer. The only decision to make right now is, do you want to try out a 30-day supply, a 90-day supply, or a 6-month supply? Yes, some have seen results in as little as 3 weeks. A 30-day supply would cover that. Of course, hair regrowth does take time, so if you want to do a more complete test and make sure it's working for you, you might want to start with the 90-day supply. Or you might want to go all in with a 6-month trial supply, a valuable investment in your looks, your confidence, your future. Really, it's your choice. It doesn't matter to us. But at least give it a try, knowing that you can always get your money back if, for any reason, you're not thrilled with this order. If RestoreFX doesn't make a life-changing difference in your hair, your confidence, your relationships, just tell us. We'll refund every single penny you spent on your order of RestoreFX, no questions asked. In fact, I'm going to make it even easier for you. If you sign up today with a credit card, you'll be automatically enrolled in our free auto delivery service. And that means 2 things. First, it means free shipping on every order. Second, it means you'll never run out of RestoreFX. When you start to run low, we'll automatically ship you a new supply, the same amount you choose today, and bill to the same credit card. This is so easy. You don't have to think about it or do anything. You can just keep nurturing your hair growth month after month. And don't worry, you can cancel this convenient service at any time. And you're always covered by our 100% money-back guarantee on your latest order. It's a funny thing. No matter how many times I explain our lifetime guarantee, some are still skeptical. Maybe they think there's a loophole or a hidden catch. So let me state it one more time in no uncertain terms. If at any time in the future you are not completely thrilled with your hair, we will refund every penny you paid on your latest order, guaranteed. No questions asked, no hidden catches, no loopholes. Which means there is nothing to lose and no reason not to act now. Remember, this Native American hair growth breakthrough is the stuff of legends, and it can make a legendary difference in your life. Every day that passes, DHT is withering your hair follicles. The sooner you put the brakes on balding, the better. And every day, the roots of your hair follicles are starved for the rich nutrients in RestoreFX. The sooner you start feeding your scalp, the sooner you can begin to see results. And the sooner you'll find yourself looking in the mirror and yelling, Geronimo. Of course, you might want to warn the person you live with before you do so. So just try it. Click below right now to reserve your supply of RestoreFX. Cheers to the new you.